happy Arbor Day from the Florida Forest Service and Bonita Springs.
Our city of Bonita Springs has many advisory boards, and the tree advisory board is one of the really good ones because it's about trees. Today is Bonita Springs Arbor Day. There's a National Arbor Day and a Florida Arbor Day, but Bonita has its very own. And so we, the Tree Advisory Board, as a city entity, are sponsoring officially this Arbor Earth Day celebration here in downtown Old Bonita. In order for other groups to be able to use the city facilities and have the city promoting it, we need the official city connection, and there's where the tree board comes in. And we're available, there's a lot of us around here today to answer questions about anything at all to do with trees, not just fruit trees. We promote the natives, we promote just proper understanding and planting, and the old thing, right plant, right place, first time, give it what it needs and enjoy it.
That's it.
So we're happy that so many people have come out and are enjoying what we have to offer, because there's nothing like a tree. Reminds me of a poem.
Yeah, right.
Everybody, it's a gorgeous day in Bonita, and here we are at the tropical fruit tree sale. And we have some people here who are longtime members and old friends of mine too, from other parts of the world where a lot of these tropical fruit trees come from. We have Tom Betts, and we have
Monica,
Martha, and we have Berto.
Berto. This is Monica.
Monica. I apologize.
And Berto, the Brazilian
Monica
one.
and Berto. And look at this wonderful book about Brazilian nuts. Some of us have been called Brazilian nuts because we live there and we're kind of nutty about it, but it's a wonderful source, and there's some great plants here that will grow beautifully in Florida. They'll be wonderful around here. And they're not great big trees. and they're not the same ones that all your neighbors have. So you might find something that would be a little different. What do you think about the jabuticaba?
To me, jabuticaba is one of the best fruits that there is.
Yes.
And no wonder it's like the
And there's a
national
picture
fruit
of
for
it right
Brazil.
there. Yes.
There's
Yep.
a picture right
There's
there.
a picture of it. And the trees are over there. They're nice, tidy trees. They don't get big, and they're interesting looking, and they're pretty all year round.
And the interesting part about the jabuticaba is that it grows on the bark of the tree
Exactly.
and not off the limbs. So
On the tree.
It is a wonderful fruit. For the Floridians, we would say it would be a little bit like the muscadine grape. Has a little tougher skin, but the inside is white with a few little bits in it, and it's sweet, sweet juice and meat. So it's wonderful to have that fruit here.
Also, if you water jabuticabas, you can get like 3, sometimes 4 crops
A year. Yes.
They can take water every single day, and I'm biased because it's one of my favorite fruits.
Tell me a little bit about how these fruits can actually benefit from being raised here in Florida. How well do they do in Florida? You know?
Jabuticaba is well adapted to Florida. It comes from the southeastern part of Brazil, which is kind of temperate. So it does very well, and you can use it. You can make a jam and jelly. You can eat it out of hand. You can make even grappa if you want. You can make wine.
Yes. grappa.
It is
Extremely versatile.
It's all around fantastic fruit.
And besides that, it really is a pretty tree, and it doesn't get all messy and scrappy.
That's right.
The flowers come out, little white flowers come up on the stalk, on the stems, the trunk, and then the little fruits come out, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
Within 30 days of the flower, you are eating fruit. The fruit matures and grows very quickly. 30 days from flower to a mature fruit in your hand. Wonderful.
If you beat the raccoons.
Yes, if you beat the raccoons
Because
and the
raccoons
birds.
love them.
Yes,
Raccoons
yes,
love them.
yeah.
Raccoons and opossums love them.
How about other tropical fruits that you have over here that do well, that are Florida
Something
suggested?
different than the usual citrus and star
Sure,
fruit that
yeah,
everybody thinks about.
The tropical fruits here, we're here in Bonita, we're in a subtropical climate. So we're adapting with tropical fruits, we're adapting to a climate that is not 100% from their native country. But, the king of fruits is the mango. And the mango does very well here in subtropical. Now, we're very fortunate. We're close to the Gulf, so we have a temperate kind. The most important thing is to get through the winter months. December, January, and February are the critical months. After that, then we're in tropical weather again. So mangoes do well here. We have some of the very favorite fruits of the Southeast Asia would be the lychees, longans. They do very well. Lychees come out in June. They do very well. Longans follow them in the same family. They look a little different. The lychees are nice and red. The longans have the same flavor, but they are in a greenish, rusty color, and they come out a month later. So we extend that family of fruit for June, July, and a little bit into August with the longan. So we're very fortunate that way. The other things, once you get into your different cultivars, you have an early, mid-season, and late cultivars like mangoes. So we'll go with mangoes anywhere starting from May through the end of September, really, with our late mangoes. So we're very fortunate that way.
People think of mangoes, they are huge trees. They can
Don't
be
have to be.
huge trees. That's why my point. You can keep them pruned low enough and tidy enough so you get just enough mangoes for yourself.
Exactly.
And then you can have a few more different trees on your property.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to let a fruit tree grow to its full maximum size if you keep it controlled and
You're the
feed
boss,
it.
as I say.
Yeah,
You're the boss.
Yes, it's there for your benefit.
I have a residential lot. I have 42 trees, and 22 of those are mangoes, and I keep them, between 12 and 16 feet.
Yep.
Susie,
So you
great
can
point.
grow taboyas, podillas, you can grow jackfruits, you can grow
Anonas,
tail, you can grow anonas.
Atamoyas,
Now,
wonderful
there's
fruit.
something right behind us, the papaya.
Yeah.
Easily.
A lot of people don't understand the papaya.
Avocados.
From seed to fruit in 1 year.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you can grow it in a big pot if you need to.
Yeah. And the papaya genetically is the most complicated tree we have in the yard, and because it's either female, male, or bisexual.
Hermaphrodite.
Yeah, hermaphrodite. So they're bisexuals and the females give you fruit. The male, he just likes to watch.
But the fruit is for sale in the grocery store very often.
Come
I'm
in here,
always
Mel.
amazed. It's like $3 or $4 a pound for a fruit that you can do your very own self in your backyard. Just go buy a good one and take some seeds and get them going and plant them. Make sure you got some male and female in there, and you're going to have your very own fruit real soon. Am I right?
You can have a pineapple between
Oh,
your
sure.
flowers.
Yes.
And
Yep.
you let it ripe till it gets golden, and then even the raccoon knows from far away that you have a good one,
Yes.
and might beat you to having the fruit.
But you can grow a pineapple
it's
in a
beautiful.
container, so
Yes.
you could bring when
That's
it's
right,
getting
sir.
close, bring it in.
Anywhere, and
out
it's-
of reach.
It doesn't have any demands. You don't have to do anything to it. It just grows by itself.
Well, Mel and Monica Wagar have a yard that is just classic. Mel has taken the time to have every tree named. He's got a tremendous variety. It's as well kept as any yard in Bonita Springs. And it's wonderful to visit his yard just to see how nicely he has propagated trees successfully, and he harvests a lot of fruit off his yard. He's a king of bananas, this guy.
How could we forget about carambola?
A carambola, star fruit.
produced
Yes.
to death.
Yes.
It's one of the most prolific trees you can
But
ever
not
grow in this
everybody
area.
needs one. Everybody's neighbor has one.
Yes, right.
No,
That's all
my
it-
neighbors, when they see me, they're closing the blinds now. When I'm coming with bags of carambolas. No more
You only need
carambolas.
one in the community. We have enough.
You know, carambola makes a lovely jam.
Oh.
You cut it in the stars
makes it.
and cook it gently. Well,
Jam,
it
it's
makes
salad.
but it makes a beautiful jam, and then you can keep it because a lot of those fruits don't freeze very well or don't keep, and you get too much fresh. But if you make a jam, it's pretty.
If you have a carambola bell, that's the sweetest of all
The bell
varieties.
carambola,
and
yeah.
it makes a salad out of
This world.
sight. You can mix it with other greens if you
Mm-hmm.
want, but if you are like me, a little lazy, just chop the carambola and that's the salad with a little salt and a little rice vinegar.
Carambola.
That's perfect.
Off the tree while you're working in the yard.
Yes.
It's an apple,
Fruit to
Yep.
eat.
Yes.
just like an apple.
Delicious.
Yeah.
All right, my name's Clark Riles. I'm Senior Forester for the Florida Forest Service. I cover Lee, Hendry, and Carter counties, and we're here to celebrate Arbor Day today. I'm giving away a bunch of pine trees for that. Arbor Day is obviously the day that was started in the 1800s in Nebraska to help create more tree habitat. They were getting a lot of tree loss. That's a real big problem we see here in South Florida with all the development going on. That's pretty much the nature of what we live in down here in that tourist environment, but we're always trying to promote, trying to get more trees out there. Everything from our native pine trees to oak trees to cypress, pretty much the native environment, but we always want to stress planting as much native trees as possible and native plants for our animals and plants to grow and, you know, prosper. So I think it's a really good issue. And once again, the Florida Forest Service, we promote this. We give out grants each year. And if you have an event you want us to come to, please give me a call. My number is 239-690-3500 extension 123, and I'd be more than happy to come out to your event and give you as many trees as you want.
Happy Arbor Day.